Evening. Just in the middle of figuring out whether my head's on screen or not. So bear with me. If it's not on screen, I'll be able to tell in a minute. We'll see, okay? Oh, come on, Facebook. What's the matter with you? Is anybody with me tonight? Oh, I can see one person. Well, not literally see one person. That would be a bit weird if I could. Who's taking part? And can you see my head? That's the all-important question. That is quite important. Not that you really do need to see my head, as long as you can hear me. Oh, not bad. That's not bad. We can see most of it. I'll be okay with that. Can you see my feet? Perfect. It's a bit of a slope though, aren't I? Do I need to sort that out? Is that going to drive me a little bit balmy? It might well do. Who have I got? Which way am I tilting? That way? I'm coming for you. So, get a bit of a close-up. Hi guys. Is that better or worse? Right. Well, I've scared somebody off. Sorry you lot. Jane. That's it, you got me head. Oh, am I still at an angle? Have I made it worse? I probably have, haven't I? Is it more at a slope? So, if I have to come back at you, don't panic. I'm going to tilt you the other way. I'm waiting because I'm not caught up yet. You're probably going, my life, sort it out. Oh. Worse. Guess what? Coming back at you. Professional job, guys. Professional job. Now, that doesn't even look level now. What's going on? Shall I just do it here? I've lost the people. I think I'm scaring them off. That's not right. I don't like this. How can I not level that up? Oh well, you're getting a good old close-up of my eyebrows. Hi guys. Bit slopey, I know it is. Right, what's it going to look like now? See, what's going on there? I think the tiles are a bit off. Or is it my tripod? Well, let's hope the music turns out better than the angle of my camera, shall we? Oh, I've totally messed that up, haven't I? Oh my life, that's really bad. Oh no, oh. Guys, can we cope with that, or have I got to come and mess with it again? It's because I'm short-sighted all the way over here. I can't see what's going on over there. Oh, it's gonna wind me up. It's going to wind me up. Right, we've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. For entertainment purposes, I may edit this. Oh. I don't know, guys. Can we cope with it? Can we cope with it? What do we reckon? I'm just going to stay here. I might just throw you all off. So when I start stretching, I might just tilt and roll off down to the right. Get your spirit level out. That is so bad. That's better. Oh, thank for that. At least get my glasses out more than my spirit level. Will that make it better? Nope. Oh well. Never mind. Oh, that does look a bit better. Okay, cool. The feng shui is much better now, right? Can we have a peaceful stretch? But question is, when I stand up, do I lose my head now? So I just stay on the ground. Anyway, apart from that, how are we? Are we all fit and healthy? Not that I'm going to make it a very intense stretch class or anything like that, but are we fit and healthy? Must put a disclaimer in there somewhere. Stretches must be done at users' discretions. Please don't hit the splits unless you actually can. And if you can't, good luck getting out of it. Right, it's 1:15. Shall we get going? Now I've sorted my camera out. Let's make the volume okay. Oh, I've just taken a screenshot. That's not what I want to do. I want to turn it up. Don't lose my head. I'll try not to, Jane. I'll do my best. Right, okay, so go stand up. Hopefully no connection problems today, me too. Right, I'm standing up now. I don't know whether my head's on screen, so we'll just go with it and see what happens, shall we? We're going to start off nice and steady, just through rolling our shoulders backwards. Rolling the shoulders in nice circles backwards. Keep that hands, palms open, relaxed, just nice and smooth. Once my tablet catches up, I'll be able to tell whether my head's in shot or not, and if it's not, don't worry, I'll crouch down or do something. Big circles forwards. When I say big circles forwards, just keep the arms relaxed again. We're not going to go too crazy. Oh, most of it, never mind. It's not as if you want to see my head or my hair anyway. Right, from there, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to carefully just cross my arms across my body and open and wide, and then cross and then wide, just opening the chest and squeezing the shoulder blades, so getting the back muscles working as well. Nice, smooth, controlled movements. Who's joining us? Oh, Rach, you've just missed the best camera challenge. 5 minutes of me faffing around with the camera. If I'm at an angle or you can't see my head, it's exactly what I planned it to be. You'd think after how many weeks of lockdown I might have mastered it? Nah. Right, okay, from there all I need to do is want to just relax and tilt down to the ground, and then slowly come back up from there. So you want to take your arms wide, cross them over, wide again, and then just bring them down to the ground. And then same on the way up, so open them wide, cross them over, open and cross the opposite way. So if your left arm was over the top, put your right arm at the top, open wide, and then swoop down. This time stay down, stay down. Feet just outside of hip distance, so not too wide to begin with, and then all I want you to do is just get your arms open and close. I'm not trying to make you look like birds or anything like that, but if you were, just imagine you're swooping your wings and then cross at the bottom. When you cross over, cross so your right one's in front of you, and then when you go back down again, cross so your left one's back out here. It would be so inappropriate for me to make like a crowing noise right now. How tempted am I to do that? Be sensible here. Right, keep your arms out nice and wide, and then just basically little circles forward. And then just swoop them down and open them and circle backwards. Bigger circles this time, so we're getting the whole of the arm moving. I'm still hinging at the hips, so I'm tilting. Feel a little bit in my hamstring as well, and just relax the arms and open them wide again. I have no idea what this music is either, guys. Right, this time take your arms all the way over towards the back, loop at the back, and take the arms directly over the shoulders. Still hinging at the hips, so I'm tilting forwards. You can look down just to squeeze the shoulder blades and push the arms a little bit further through. And then relax the arms down and put the hands flat on the floor, okay? From there, we're going to start to work our feet a little bit wider. So take your feet a touch wider, not to your widest yet, okay? We've not warmed them up just yet. And then from there, all I want you to do, take your arms out, and you're just going to turn and take one arm towards the ceiling and one arm directly underneath the shoulder. Hold it there. For the stretch in the hamstring, you'll also feel it a little bit in the obliques and in that shoulder as well. Then come back to centre, so level out, and then change sides. And then back to centre, and then change sides. To really get that rotation, Hips are still facing, well, more towards the floor, so I'm getting a twist through my torso. Long lines to the fingertips, pointing towards the ceiling. Level out, and then change to the other side. Feeling it between the shoulder blades, so really push that arm back as far as you can to feel the muscles activate, and then come back to the centre. From there, if you can, hands go down the ground, walk those feet out just a little bit further, not to the widest position yet, so stay not to your widest, and then just take your arms out in front of you. Okay, if you need to put your hands down to support yourself because your hamstrings are a little bit tight, go for it. If not, arms out in front of you. And then from there, take the arms wide out to the side, and then back in front of you. And then wide, so just nice smooth movements. Working our hamstrings as well as getting our arms involved as well. So it's just giving you a little bit of a chance. Stretching out upper back as well as hamstrings. And then from there, put your hands down underneath you. If you can, take your feet a touch wider. Again, not to your widest splits yet. Hold that stretch, so hold that stretch. From there, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk my hands over to one side. You can hold on to your foot if you want to. You can hold on to your thigh or your calf or whatever you can reach. And then just try and get your chest as close to your thigh as possible. Again, depends on your range of flexibility as to whether you can really get that chest down. There's a big old gap between my chest and my thigh. You're going to feel the more predominant stretch in the leg that you are leaning over towards. Come back to centre and then walk your hands over to the other side. Now I feel like I've got a little bit better range of movement moving to my right than I do to my left. Back to the front. Again, option, if you think you can go a touch wider, do it. If you're not quite warm enough, don't. Okay, I'm just going to hold the stretch there and let everything ease off a touch first. And just slowly, I'm just going to rock my body forward and backwards just a touch, just to get those hamstrings warm. We're going to hit a bit of ITB today as well, because I don't know about you, like if you're running a lot and you're finding that it's pulling on your knees a little bit, feeling that your ITB is dead tight. I know mine is on my right side predominantly. Right, from there we're going to slowly bring our knees and our feet into a squat position. So drop into the squat, lift the chest and push your elbows into your knees. That's going to open your hip flexors up. So sit into it again. It's up to you what you do with your hands. You can make two fists, you can put your palms together, you can do whatever you like. I just do that to allow me to really open my hip flexors up massively. So you don't have to sit in it as deep as this if you don't want to. Sit wherever's comfortable, but you feel like you're getting the most out of the stretch. Really going to let them loosen off. So we're going to hold these positions just a tad longer. And let's see what we can get out of them. Oh, just been thrown off Facebook. So if you are commenting, I can't see what you say. Put your hands back on the floor and then just push your butt towards the ceiling. So keep your heels down, but get the length in the hamstrings again. So your heels stay on the floor, try and keep your palms on the floor as well. And hold that stretch in place. From there we're going to sit back into the squat, so sit back down again. Again, drive those knees, really getting them opening up. So we're going to hit these just a couple of times just to get a little bit more out of them. Each time you get into it, hopefully, we'll loosen them off a little bit more and we can get a little bit deeper flexors. Oh, I know I am. Pop the hands back down the ground, and then again, straighten the legs. From there, we're going to walk our feet back out again, so keep your hands on the floor, walk your feet out as wide as you can this time, again to the point where you're feeling the stretch, but it's not going to cause you any damage, okay? So I'm supporting myself with my hands, they're directly under my shoulders, and I'm just basically just pushing my hips down towards the ground. That opens my hip flexors up, that really stretches off the inner thighs, stretches off the hamstrings, and I feel a little bit in the glutes as well. Big old release. Now it'd be interesting to know, what is it that causes you the most reason to need to stretch? Are you running? So are you running lots? Is it the weights that you're doing? Is it a combination of everything? Do you stretch after every session, or do you leave it to once a week? What is it that, you know, is making you stretch? I find that I'm foam rolling more. As for stretching, probably only once a week when I teach it, but foam rolling, I'm definitely getting the most out of that foam roller. How's that feeling? It's starting to loosen off a little bit more. Oh, go away, what on earth? It's going swimmingly well tonight, guys. Oh, live. Right, okay, slowly walk your feet in towards you. We're going to sit into that low squat again. Does anybody else want to get involved in this live? Push the heels of your hands together, sit into it, chest lifted. At least you know it's live. Anyone know it? 020 number. Cold callers, I think, from London. I don't know who or what they want. Sitting into it. Now again, it's starting to ease off. I can really feel the hip flexors. They're not as tight as what they were in that previous round. Okay? Hands go underneath the shoulders. Get the length in the legs again, so let's really spend time on that. Have I lost you all? Have you all gone to sleep? Or are you all just are you all stuck in that split position? Right, let's sit back down into that squat position again. We're just going to go through that cycle one more time before we really get back down to the ground again. Oof, that's a good one. Now you may have a point of reference on the floor. Try and make sure everything stays aligned. Okay, we've always got a dominant side, so you might find that your right foot's slightly more advanced than your left side. Try and line it up, okay? Right, hands go underneath the shoulders. Walk those feet out again as wide as you can. Have you found that you've just got a little bit more in the legs from doing that? If you've got that extra length in the legs, hold it there. Oof. I don't know how anyone can do the box splits. No idea. I don't even know. I don't know why the body would want to do something like that. Right. Now from there, slowly bring legs in. And then we're going to stand up. So slowly bring your feet underneath hips and then slowly stand up. Right, let's go for a quad stretch whilst we're standing before we get down to the ground. So knees together, push the hips forward, hold on to the low shin, and if you want to make a little bit more out of it, push the hips forward a touch. Still keeping those knees together. From there, change sides. So knees together, push the hips forward, brace the core, get your balance. So some people say hold a gaze, focus on something that isn't going to move, or you can always go combat style. Completely lost my head on this one, haven't I? Oh. Right, from there, all I'm going to do, I'm going to cross one leg behind the other, and then I'm going to go into my ITB stretch. You'll feel it probably running all the way down from up here, so from the obliques and running down the side of the leg. Also feeling it up here as well. Unwind and change sides. It's a nice release, that one. And then slowly ease off from there. Okay, I'm going to come down to the ground now. Another good ITB stretch. So what I want you to do, one foot at 90 degrees, back one at 90 degrees. So I'll start off just by pushing your hips forward. Okay, so just pushing your hips into it. You can either put your shoulders back. Some people like to put their arms up at 45 and tilt over that front knee. If you want to go for that, then by all means go for it. Some people would rather support themselves with their hands down to the ground. Again, it's whatever's best for you. I'm not putting my body weight into my hands down, I'm trying to tilt and feel the release in that front hip and this one back here. If you want to get a little bit more out of it, what you want to do is hold on to the back foot. Ooh, I can feel that in my glute as well. So I'm going to get my quad, I've got my glute, that is not pleasant, and also hitting this hip flexor as well. So if you want to hit multiple areas, do it carefully, okay? Don't just tear your foot off the floor or tear your foot off. Get into it nice and steady because you don't want to, well, tear anything. That is not pleasant. What do we think of this one, guys? Oh. I know what it's telling me. I need to do this more often. That's what it's telling me. Slowly release that back foot. Ease back into it. Let's do another hamstring stretch whilst we're here. And then we'll change sides. Okay, change over. So, front foot at 90. Start off by just dropping as if you got your tailbone underneath you. Push your hips into it, and then we'll add that little bit extra of lifting that back foot. Now, definitely feel it in my hip flexor on the opposite side on this one. That one's really tight. That's not going to be pleasant when I pick up that foot. So take a deep breath, grab hold of that back foot. Ooh, not nice. And then push your hips into it. So do whatever's comfortable with your hand. Don't like that one. Ooh, my quad does not like that one. Now, if some of you are going, I don't know what she's moaning about, then good for you because you're doing what you should be doing and stretching out more regularly. If you're in absolute bits going, I can't even touch my toes, then you know what you've got to work on. Oh, exercise is good for you guys. Recovery is all part of it. Something we need to do way more of. That quad is not happy. Now release that slowly, drop down to the ground. So I'm going to put my chest on the floor, I'm going to get a little bit more out of my quads because my quads aren't happy, and even if your quads are happy, it's still a nice release, and a little bit of lower back too. So I'm going to hold on to my shin on both sides, and then from now all I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to lift my chest off the floor, keep my hips and my abs on the floor, and get that stretch between my shoulder blades and also my quads as well. Hold it there. Can you feel that release in your shoulders? You might do happy baby as well. That'll be a treat. Right, relax that. We're going to focus on just one. So what I want you to do now is keep your quad touching the floor, hold on to your shin, not your actual foot, and then just going to bring it to try and touch your glute. Don't worry if you can't touch your glute. Just keep that thigh in contact with the floor. Get that little bit of quad out. Once you've done the one side, change over again. There's a bit of a gap. Don't worry about it. It's just showing you the areas that you need to work on. But don't pull on the foot. Pull on your low shin. So we're not pulling on our joints. Don't want to put the pressure in the joint. Those of you who might not have that flexibility, you can always throw a resistance band around that shin and you can pull on that. Relax that leg down. Okay, toes underneath you, push back into child's pose, get the length in the body and give those shoulders a little bit of a release. Right, from there, all I want you to do, get into a plank position, put one foot in front of you, so I've got 90 degrees on the front shin, got the length in that back leg. You can always change it to 90 degrees as well and just mimic that one and then just keep upright. Okay, it's another good one for your glutes. It's also going to hit the hip flexor, and what you can do if you wanted to get a little bit lower is take the hands wider and drop the chest down a little bit. But again, do what you've got to do to feel the stretch, not cause yourself further damage. That's a really good one, hitting the glutes, oh my God, hamstrings. So just sit in it, okay? We're not trying to rush any of these moves, we're just going to hold those positions just until we feel things shift a little bit. Slowly, lift up out of it, change like this. So throw the other leg through, get that 90 degrees. You start upright, and then if you want to get down to your elbows or flatter, then by all means go for it. You can drop your chest on the floor, do it, feel it right there. Slowly ease off out that one. Right, happy baby time. So all you're going to do, lie flat on your back, basically get your knees to 90, just let you then relax. And then what you can do, you just literally hold that position. If you want to get a little bit more hip activation, just push on your knees to get your hips a little bit wider. Okay, but let the weight naturally descend from there. We're going to open the hips a little bit more by basically reversing this position in a minute and being on our front. Now bring the knees together, hold on to your knees and just tuck them into your chest. And then you can release one leg, take it up to the ceiling, get that hamstring stretch. We're really going to stretch out the lower body, guys, so we can get a little bit more flexibility into our box splits. Not that we're aiming to the splits, just want to see how you're progressing by getting those legs loosened off. Change sides. It's all about mobility as well. Relax that foot. And then we're going to come on to our fronts. So that happy baby position, literally your knees are as wide as they can be. Put your feet facing out. We've done this one a few times before. And then drop your elbows to the ground. Okay? Again, it's just opening up the hip flexors. Oh, that is vile. Now again, I want to continue to open up that hip flexor, so I'm just going to get my hands underneath me. I'm just going to bring one knee underneath me and take one leg out to the side. Okay, just to get a little bit more out of that inner thigh. Start by having your feet facing forward, so on that foot, and then what you can do, just to get the hip mobility, is just turn it so that foot's facing up towards the ceiling, and then turn it back to face towards you. Just a couple of times, nice slow control movement just to open that hip joint up. And then bring that knee underneath you, and we're going to change and do exactly the same on the other side. Very river dancey experience here. Right, are we feeling everything's quite warm now, yeah? Right, so knees back underneath you. You can either step it or jump it out into that box split position. So, up to you. Take it wide, and then just little by little, take it as wide as you possibly can. Okay, but again, only to the point where you're feeling the stretch, not to the point where you are tearing anything. If you want to, or if you can, drop your elbows down to the ground. Expecting an appearance from Michael Flatley in a bit by the sound of it. Hopefully you can see or you can feel that the work you've done so far today is giving you that little bit extra in opening your hips up. Or released your hamstrings quite a bit as well, so if you find that your hamstrings, it sounds like you're going to start a bit, I know. Right, slowly walk those feet back in towards you. And then sit in to that squat position. Now, does that feel any easier? Be honest, if it doesn't, and just say no. No, it doesn't. What have you done to me? I can't walk now. Okay, slowly get up to standing. Right, all you're going to do now, a little bit of balance involved. You're just going to hinge at the hips. And you're just going to swing that foot forwards and backwards, so just one at a time, one at a time. Once you've done one side, we're going to change sides. Nice and smooth control movements. Again, you haven't got to go too high, just get what you can out of it. Back to the beginning. One more time, guys. Get that big hip opener. See what you got. And then from there, just tilt forwards and slowly backwards. So just slow control movements, forwards and backwards. Pushing your butt towards the back of the room and down, and then forwards. So I'm hoping that if you've stretched your legs out tonight, they're going to feel a whole lot happier about it. But you're not done if you've got a foam roller. So slowly bring your knees back in, drop down to the ground. Give yourself a second. If you're hanging about for the foam roller session, brilliant. We've got some fun to roll out our ITBs tonight. Not fun, but worthwhile. If you're done for the night, let me know. Feedback in the comments box below, guys. It's a really good session if you wanted to get the most out of flexibility, stretching your hamstrings massively. We've hit our hip flexors as well today. So fingers crossed, if you're a runner or if you've just been hitting the workouts really hard, your legs will feel a little bit happier for it. If you've got one of these, it's time to play. Great. So the ITB is that band that runs down the side here. If you're struggling with your knees at all, or if they're feeling a little bit tight, it might not be a knee problem, it could be the muscles surrounding it. I have found that my ITBs are really tight. So stretching them out, rolling them out is not fun, but it's got to be done. So what I'm going to do, again, I'll start off not with full body weight because I will scream. So I'm going to support myself on the leg that I'm not rolling out. My other leg, all I'm going to do, my hands are underneath me, and I'm literally just going to slowly roll just above my knee and then back down again. If I find I have an area of trauma, pain, I need to release it. So what I'll do is I'll stay on that point, because it's super fun, because it needs working on, and then all I'll do is I'll slowly, oh my life, towards the move towards you, and I'll move slowly away from you. Nice one, John, that's awesome, glad it was useful. Now again, with some of these movements you might feel like things are slipping on top of each other. That's the muscle band, it's not happy, it's got knots, and those knots, need releasing. So when you find one, stay on it, okay? Don't fail on it, stay on it. When you feel like it's a little bit eased off, a touch, then it's not gone anywhere. It probably hasn't. What you need to do again is have a little bit of a shuffle on that foam roller, either tilting forwards or rolling a little bit higher or lower. Oh my life. They're not happy. Again, you might find that you've got one side which is a lot tighter than the other. Just so happens to be my right side. It won't release overnight, so you've got to work on them as part of a routine. So don't kind of think, oh, problem solved. You've got to do it a lot. Now from there, if you get to the point where actually it's not that bad, there's nothing stopping you rolling full body weight. Okay, I may just hold it here a little bit. So I'm going to tilt towards you a touch, and I might end up rolling my quads out a fraction whilst I'm doing it as well. So again, you don't have to put your full body weight on it, not in the slightest, guys. It might be that the whole body weight is too much. So just be mindful of what pressure you do need. Oh, that's vile. Is anybody staying with me for this? Who's got their foam roller out? Oh. That really is not pleasant, is it? It's a bit better though, I'll give you that. I'm not screaming. Right, so once you're actually on the ITB, you may as well turn so you face down, and you can then start to roll out that quad. Now my quad's not that painful, which is allowing me to go full body weight, but if your quads are giving you a whole lot of problem, I would not go full body weight. I'd put a supporting leg down. Torture, yes Han, yes it is, it's vile. And the other thing you may find is you want to roll out your inner thigh as well. So you can always put your inner thigh on that foam roller and then roll that bit out. Ooh, I found another bit. Ow! So again, slow movements, and all I'm doing is I'm literally just tilting in and away from it. That is vile. If you're wearing a MyZone belt, you might score some MEPs out of that. Oh, that's not nice, is it? Slow movements, nothing too fast. And again, we're not rolling over the joint. So just above the knee. If you're rolling the knee out itself and you're behind the knee, don't put your full body weight on it. That's vile. But the thing is, once you've done one leg, you lucky lot, you've got two. So you get to do another one. Yeah, let's try move the leg now. See what happens. I'm on 42. What, your heart rate? I've not got mine on. Yeah. How? Maybe if you plugged your foam roller into the mains, that's where you get some different results. Oh. Is anyone taking part other than me and Hannah? Or are you just watching to see how I react to rolling my OTB out? How? That's lovely. Oh. See how I'm holding it? You don't have to hold on to your foam roller, that's just me asserting some control over my foam roller. It's never a pleasant experience, guys. If you ever get to the point where you don't fear a foam roller again, well done. You are using it how it should be used on a very regular basis. Oh, and that's a lesson we should all learn from you. Careful. Come on, you got this. Right, seeing as we've done our hamstrings quite a bit today, let's just check them out, see how they're getting on. So again, up to you whether you roll them out independently or whether you do them together. They're not too bad after what we've done to them today. Calves is a good one as well. So again, what I tend to do is I tend to put my feet pointing outwards, and then what I'll do is I'll put them pointing towards the ceiling, and then I might have them facing each other, all sorts of different stuff. Shins as well. You can roll your shins out with these. I would say don't put your full body weight on to begin with, not unless you want to get a lovely pretty pattern on your shin. And again, it's good for shin splints, not to get them obviously, but to recover from them. So slow movements, not too much weight on them, because literally the bone isn't that far away from the front. So you can always do that one. And again, you can roll out the inner calf, and you can roll out the outer calf as well. Now, just because I call it quits and the live will finish any second now, doesn't mean that you get to bail on your foam roller. If you found a particular area which is causing you quite a bit of distress, then you need to work on it. Not all night, but I'd say give it a good 5-10 minutes until you kind of do feel a little bit of a difference, and then do it regularly every day. Okay? Because it has made a big difference just by spending like 5 minutes on it tonight. So just being consistent every time you roll it. And again, you don't have to roll as fast as this. This is just me trying to find any particular problem areas. And I'm pleased to report that what we've just done has helped it my. Guys, as always, any feedback, positive and negative or indifferent, apologies for the phone call partway through, don't know who that was, apologies for the camera setup to begin with when it was at an angle, and apologies for any of the bird related jokes that may have been offensive. I hope you had a good Friday night, guys. Comment below, keep smiling. Yes, it's raining, but meh, rain can't hurt everyone, can it? And we'll check you out over the weekend. Top stuff, guys. Have a good one.